This is episode 20 of the Brand Authority Podcast. Today, we're talking about how social media can grow your business, help you sell more products, and make more money. Don't go away.
This is the Brand Authority Podcast, the show for growth-driven leaders who want to win more customers, increase revenue, and gain the competitive edge. Broadcasting from sunny Los Angeles, here's your host, Rebecca Radice.
Well, hello and welcome back. So now, to those of you that follow this podcast, you know that each show is dedicated to the systems, the processes, and the strategies that I know are going to help you use social media to not only design a prominent online presence, but to plan and grow a very profitable business and online presence. And today's episode is exactly that, and it's one I've been getting a lot of requests for. So if you haven't listened before, and if you have not reached out to me, I'd love for you to do so. You can write marketing@RebeccaRadice.com and let me know what topic would you like me to touch on? What would you like to hear here on the show? And for those of you that have been writing in, thank you so much, and I appreciate the fact that so many of you are saying, help me connect the dots between my business and marketing, because that's exactly what I do every single day. So I'm very excited to talk about this today, because here's what I know. As an entrepreneur, as people I talk to every single day that are at 5 figures in their business and they're working towards 6, or those that I'm coaching and they're at 6 and they feel like they've maxed out and they've hit that glass ceiling and we're working them up to 7, there is still that burden of feeling as if you have to be everything to everybody and be everywhere to promote your business. And here's what I know. You know your business. You know how to market your business. You know how to sell your business. What you don't know is how to pull it all together. And that's okay. It's totally okay, because you need to focus on what you do best. And that's where I come in. And that's where this podcast really comes in, to help you where you're struggling to just pull it all together in a very simple way and put that rock solid marketing foundation in place that supports and promotes the health of your business. So we're going to take that one step further today, and we're going to talk about social media, and not only how it can help to engage your audience, but how you can sell more products, how you can actually drive revenue off of social media. Because sure, there are a lot of social media experts or pros or gurus or whatever you want to call them that are telling you what you should do, and more importantly, what you shouldn't do. The problem is, I find that almost all of them share what I call one-off strategies. Whether it's Facebook ads or why you should have a LinkedIn presence, their solution only solves one problem. But it doesn't give a realistic or a holistic solution that, number one, connects all the dots between your business and your marketing strategy, and then number two, gives you a step-by-step blueprint to how you actually use social media to make money. Because come on, let's be honest here. We're not here to feel busy. We're not here to run around and feel like we are chasing something that we're never going to catch. We're actually here to be productive and profitable, all while serving the exact right people. So let's jump in and talk about some real ways you can use social media to generate revenue, increase that bottom line, and create a consistent flow of income for your business. Now, number one can be a tough one for those of you that have been doing a whole lot of freebies, have been putting a whole lot of value out there. You are a giver, and I getcha, because that is definitely my spirit, and you want to give. but you have got to start using social media to promote your product or service. Of course, we know social media is a perfect place to make those connections and then to tell the world about what you do. What do you love to do every single day? What is your product? What is your service? And then what are the benefits that those offer to your target audience? Now, I'm going to temper this real quick before I go into how to go about it, because of course you cannot just jump into social media and start pushing. People by nature, we don't want to be sold to. And if all you share is promotional content, you're going to lose a lot of followers. You're going to lose a lot of people that say, all she does or all he does is talk about himself. And you're just never giving me those solutions I actually need. And that's why you need to intermix your promotional posts with those that do. They bring value to your audience. They engage your audience in a real conversation. So let me give you just a quick example. As opposed to talking about, I just put out a new goals guide. It's a goals 2018 guide to putting together end-to-end strategy for the goals within your business and your life. And so I could just push out one post after the other of click this link, go grab my goals guide, but they're going to tune out. My audience is going to tune out pretty quick, don't you think? And the same is going to hold true for you. So what if instead I share some really insightful ways that other people that I've worked with are creating goals within their business? So you can actually see, you can actually hear their thought process, how they work through those top 3 big goals they have in their business. And then how do they flesh out all of the details? And then how do they manage all of that on a day-to-day basis? So start to think about how can you mix in that promotional, but also add value by maybe taking it one step further, explaining exactly how you go about doing it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, wait a second, I'm giving way too much away. But the reality is, to your audience, you can never give too much away. And what they want is what you have. It's just all in how you're positioning that content to your audience. So take the time to really think through, what is your product? What is your end goal? What is that outcome that you're creating for your audience? So for this example of the goals guide, it's really quite simple. I just want entrepreneurs, those people that are struggling to envision what it is that they want to achieve and actually create a roadmap as to how they're going to get there, so that for maybe the first time for a lot of people, they're working every single day towards the accomplishment of those goals, so that by the end of that first week and that first month and that first quarter, they are high-fiving because they are able to see what their progression has been. So put yourself in the shoes of your audience, of those people that are looking to you for the right answer. And then don't be afraid to give it to them. Give it to them in promotion of your product or service, but also give it to them in a way that becomes their solution and their perfect outcome. Next up is another one that so many people overlook and can tend to make a lot of entrepreneurs bristle. Much like promoting ourselves, building an email list can be uncomfortable. We have to talk about ourselves. We have to promote ourselves. But using social media to build an email list is one of the absolute best gifts you can give to yourself, give to your business, and the quickest way for you to start increasing not only conversation, but building relationships and driving revenue off of those products and services we just talked about. And there's a couple of reasons for this. So, first of all, unfortunately, not all of the people who see your posts are going to buy right that second from you. They may not be ready, but they may click over, they may opt in for maybe one of those freebies that you've been creating. So that's where email really comes in. It may be a little bit slower. You've got to nurture that relationship in a less direct way to make money, but it's highly effective. I invested many years ago going all in on really building my email list and creating those relationships. And I can tell you that pairing social media with email marketing is the best strategy out there because you do have that ability to move people off of those social channels into your email list where now you can command their attention. Now you can get in front of them without having to pay for those ads we talked about, without having to spend any additional money, and then also becoming even more relevant to them, allowing them to get to know who you are a little bit more about what makes you tick or why you created your business in the first place. So start here and sign up for an email management system like ConvertKit. ConvertKit is something I've been using for over a year. Highly recommend to anybody that has a product or service that you want to tie to building your email list and just start collecting emails. You can do this on any of your social networks and it's very easy. All you have to do, create that tweet. Create that Instagram post or that Facebook post and say, click the link in my bio or give that link. And that link leads them over to your landing page. Now, the beautiful part about ConvertKit is that they also have built into their system landing pages. Now, I don't use it for that purpose, but you most certainly can as you get started. And you just build out a simple landing page with your free offer. So whatever is relevant to your audience, maybe it's, it's a new year, they're trying to get healthy. So you give them the top 10 ways to get healthy in the new year, to eat better, to build out a better diet, whatever the case might be. Think about what's valuable to your audience and what they're going to swap that value for their email for. So that's where you begin. And then you can take it one step further. You can create a little email marketing workflow. So now that you have their email, you can start to drip on them with one more email and then one more email and then one more email. And all of those allow you to tell a much bigger story than often we can tell on social media. So don't be afraid to take your product, to take your service and take that next step into building a very loyal audience on your email subscription. Next up, you can create and sell informational products. So as we kind of talk through this, I want you to think about your own workflow. So how are you leading people off of social media? Where are you leading them to? And then are they actually taking action? Are they converting off of social media right now? If not, there could be several different reasons for that. But let's talk about those informational products. Have you created something that's evergreen in nature, so it's going to live on beyond the next month or the next month? It may live for a year or two and just continue to become a passive income generator for you. So let's just say you've been cultivating your social media audience. Doesn't matter what size it is, as long as they love what you're doing, they feel as if they've gotten to know you, so there's that know, like, and trust factor, and they view you as an authoritative and valuable resource. If you're there and you've been wondering what that next step is, this is your next step, creating and selling informational products. So it could be that it's an ebook or an online course or maybe even an online event. And here's the good news. A lot of people, the heart palpitations, stressed out. Oh my gosh, Rebecca, this is going to take way too much time. And it really doesn't have to be, because you probably already have everything that you need. You do not, and let me repeat, you do not need to create this from scratch. Let me give you a very simple way. You can go back through all of your content and you can start to pull it together and create that first product. So if you're a blogger, I want you to go back and look at all of your blog posts. I want you to go through all of that content. And again, you're going to think about, and the best way to do this is to do a little bit of research. Go to your Google Analytics, go to your Google Console, take a look at what's your top performing content. What is it that people are clicking through, coming back to, sharing over and over and over again? What product could you create around that topic? So pick your topic. Now take your blog posts that you've written around that topic and consolidate them down. Consolidate them down into one simple product that you can turn into that evergreen piece that I just talked about. Now, if you're not a blogger, you've probably created content in a myriad of ways. If you've started building your email list, then you have all of those emails you've created over the years. If you're a podcaster, you have all of your podcasts. Whatever the case, you're a content creator in one way, shape, or form. You just need to figure out what your outlet is and then consolidate that content after you do a little bit of research. So your next step is the build out of that content and then the promotion of that content. And all of that is going to tie into what we talked about in number 1, which is using social media to promote your product or service. And that, of course, is assuming you have one. A lot of people are still in that stuck mode of, what is my product? What is my service? So I just gave you a really simple way to research. Go to your Google Analytics, go to your Google Console. If you're not a blogger, go to tools like BuzzSumo. Look at what your competition is talking about and what are those top performing topics. What is it that people are just eating up? And you have to assume that if this is your competition, they're talking about the same stuff that you are, that you know your audience is going to love. They're going to love seeing that come from you as well. So you're just going to put your own unique spin on a similar topic, but it's doing this with a little bit of data behind it. You could even survey your audience. If you have been building up an email list, you could email your list and say, hey guys, I'm looking to create my first product. What do you want to hear about? What problem do you want me to solve? You can ask that on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, anywhere you're spending your time. You can ask your audience. It really all does come down to A, understanding your audience and their needs, and B, if you don't because you're just getting started, asking. They're always, always, always going to tell you. People love to be heard. They love to be acknowledged. And that is priceless data. When you get those responses back, absolutely priceless for you in the amount of information you're going to get back that could be turned into multiple different products or services that, as I said, you're going to use in the first bullet point we talked about, which was promoting on social media. And then number 2, you're going to use it to continue to build your email list. So you can see how all of these play into social media, how all of these help you to use social media in a very organic and natural way that drives everybody back to what? To your sole purpose. The one thing you do that helps solve the problem of your audience. And when you do that, guess what? Those people are going to pay for it. They're going to be excited to get your learnings and your trainings and your years of experience. And that's where the fun really starts to come in, because now the sky is the limit into what you can sell, what you can do, and how you can translate all of that knowledge into additional products. Next up, you can use social media and partner it with affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing plays very, very well with email as well, but let's just talk about social media. So You've built a following. You've built an audience that, again, they know, like, and trust you. And they trust that what you promote, what you talk about is your direct endorsement, because that's exactly what it is. For me, ConvertKit is something I've used, something that I've placed my trust in, and something I wouldn't talk to you about if I didn't feel 100% confident that they'd be a great solution for you. And that's exactly how your audience has to feel about anything that you promote as an affiliate marketer. So make it easy on yourself. You don't need to run around and try to figure out who to partner with for affiliate marketing. Just look at the tools you're using within your own business. Is there a way for you to create a partnership, to sign up and support their current affiliate marketing program, and then earn a commission off of every single sale? I've been a big fan of affiliate marketing for many, many years, just mainly because as a blogger and a trainer, I was doing exactly that. I was testing out every tool, and I didn't want my audience to have to wade through all that muck like I did. I wanted to be able to share the best of the best, the cream of the crop, those tools that worked well together, they supported each other, they were easy to implement, whatever you want that key takeaway to be for your audience. Just think about, what are those tools that you use on a daily basis, and would you feel okay in promoting those within your blog posts, within your podcasts, within your videos, within your social media posts? And all of that can drive them over to maybe a product that you're promoting at that time. Maybe it is that you use a specific tool and you want to show people how they can use that tool within their business. And you're very upfront with them that this is an affiliate situation, because obviously transparency is incredibly important in this situation. But you tell them right up front, hey, this is an affiliate relationship, so every single time you purchase something, there's a good chance I'm going to make money, but just know that I would never recommend something that I didn't feel 100% comfortable with. And I go so far as to say that I don't use within my own business. So affiliate marketing can be a great complement to what you're already doing, and a terrific way to use social media as that conduit to move people off of that particular social network and over into something that you highly recommend. And last but not least is sponsored posts. And sponsored posts can be a little bit more on the advanced side. So if you haven't really gained some steam on social media already, it might be a little bit difficult to get going on this. But there are wonderful ways that you can connect with those brands that are looking for sponsored posts, and companies that you can partner with that are often looking for Instagrammers or bloggers or people that have cultivated a community. And as I said at the beginning, it is not about the numbers. They are not looking for necessarily a huge following. They're looking for a very active following. They want to know that you have the authority to get people to take action on whatever it is you're talking about. So one great place that I would highly recommend is IZEA, IZEA. Go get yourself signed up. You can sign up for a free account and you plug in all of your information. You connect all of your information, including your blog, your social channels, and they will reach out to you. They will start to place you with those exact companies that have a very relevant audience, that have a need that needs to be filled for your audience that they know. But you've done a great job in establishing those relationships and being able to get them to take action. So sponsored posts, like I say, can be a little bit more advanced once you've established yourself, built up a reputation, built up a little bit more of an audience, but again, a great complement and what I would call another pillar of your revenue strategy within social media. So it doesn't have to be an overwhelming amount, doesn't have to be every single post, and it should not be every single post you're doing on social media, but just another terrific way for you to partner up with brands and promote something that, again, going back to the honesty, that you would honestly recommend to your audience. Because in all of this, none of it matters if you're not authentic and transparent in your intentions for your audience. People, oh man, they are going to sniff out if you're just out for the money, if you're just looking to land that next deal or that next gig or whatever it is. You need to be totally honest with your audience from beginning to end. And once you cultivate that trust and that culture and those relationships, then that can start to blossom into so many opportunities for your business. So there you have it. 5 different ways you can use social media to grow your business, sell more products, grow your email list, and ultimately make more money. Because yes, I know it feels like a dirty word, doesn't it? I think we've been told so often that everything we do should be free, 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 free. I totally disagree with that train of thought. There is nothing wrong with giving away a ton of value. There is nothing wrong with giving away some freebies, but not everything you do should be free. You have a price tag. You command a price tag. Everything you have in your head, all of those years of experience, you are worthy of charging something for what you do, for what you know, and for what you might be giving away right now. And today I am giving you permission to stop giving it all away for free. So I hope you'll take my advice on all of these. Just find one. Find one that you want to start with and implement that. Get that rolling, then take on another one, then another one. Don't try to do them all at once because you're just going to overwhelm yourself. But have fun with it and give yourself the permission and the freedom to use social media to sell your products and sell your services. Thanks so much for listening to yet another Brand Authority podcast. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I have just released my all-new 2018 Goals Guide. And by the end of this guide, you're going to know the best method for setting short-term and long-term goals, the 6 questions you must answer before creating a single goal, the ingredients to dramatically improving the odds of ever achieving your goals, how to design business goals that complement your life goals and allow you to achieve everything and more than you anticipated in 2018. Plus, this guide is going to walk you through each step of the goal setting process so you can take massive action right away towards your best outcome in the new year. So stop throwing darts at a wall and put a plan in place that includes your big, hairy, audacious goals. You can check out the goal setting guide at Rebecca R. That's RebeccaR.com/2018 Goal Guide. And as always, if you like what you heard, please share your review on iTunes. It's such an important way for others to find us. So thank you in advance for taking the time to pop over to iTunes and giving us your 5-star review. Until next time, look forward to seeing you online and back here for another episode of the Brand Authority Podcast.